The coronavirus infection, it can travel through the cells of your nasal cavity and invade your respiratory tract. That's why it's important to keep your nose clean. Recently, Jessica spoke with a doctor on what steps to take to achieve this.
Here's an interesting fact. We all know our hands can harbor germs, but did you realize the nose is the primary location where germs can enter and exit our bodies? Joining us this morning by satellite is orthopedic surgeon Dr. Ron Singer, talking about the importance of how nasal sanitizing can help prevent illness and infection. We welcome him to our show. It is great to see you, Dr. Singer. Thank you for making time.
Thank you for having me.
This is one of those things that we've been pretty conscientious about, not touching our faces or touching our faces, maybe fully appreciating how much we were, but washing our hands, taking measures to make sure that we are sanitizing. But I have to be honest with you, I never once stopped to think that I should be paying special attention to sanitizing my nose.
Well, if you think about it, 20 years. Yeah, you would use soap and water, but not. Yeah, as it turns out, the nose is in fact the top spot for germs in the body. It's this perfect, warm, moist environment where harmful germs can grow and multiply. And it's sort of think of it like a revolving door where germs kind of enter and exit our body through this portal called the nose. So, for forever now, we understand the value of washing the hands, but now we're starting to understand the importance of sanitizing the nose.
Well, when you think about it, yes, it's take the time to think maybe viruses, particles, germs, things are getting caught in your nose. So hopefully your body's own mechanism is stopping them from going in. But I suppose you'd then be able to breathe them out. So it's important to make sure that you're doing it for self-preservation and as a show of a gesture of care for others.
Well, you can kind of imagine this vicious cycle. You touch your nose with your dirty hands, and your hands contaminate your nose, and then later you touch your nose with clean hands, and your nose contaminates your hands, and you end up with this endless cycle of contamination between your hand and your nose, and it happens over 100 times a day, and most of the time it's inadvertent. We don't even realize we're touching our nose. So you really, at the end of the day, have to kill the germs at the source, which is the nose, to kind of interrupt this endless cycle that otherwise can make you sick and make others sick.
And the more we talk about this, the more my nose itches. So I'm really having to sit on my hands right now to make sure that I'm not reaching in to touch my nose. But you've launched a campaign, Sanitize Your Nose, because you are working to raise awareness about techniques and really doing this.
Yeah, this is something I'm very passionate about. I mean, I think this whole concept of sanitizing our nose is truly a game changer. So we've launched this campaign. It's called the Sanitize Your Nose campaign. And we're really just trying to highlight the importance of the nose as a top spot for germs, and also just kind of emphasize the importance of sanitizing your nose as part of your routine, daily hygiene routine, just to decrease the risk of getting sick.
I guess the best question here is, what do we do? Is this more than one step up from, using a Kleenex? What's the best way to tackle this?
Yeah, that's just a great question. There's a nice website that's the campaign website. It's www.sanitizeyournose.org. It talks about why sanitizing the nose is important, and it tells you how to do it. There's different products that are available that can kind of help you sanitize your nose and protect yourself and others from getting sick. There's only, there are a lot of misconceptions about sanitizing your nose. Neti pots, saline nose sprays, any of these other products such as the humidifiers, neti pots. None of these things kill germs. So there's only a few products that kill germs, and I use one that is an alcohol-based nasal antiseptic that's actually formulated for daily use. It's pleasant, it's easy. It's as simple as putting this liquid on a Q-tip and then going 6 times clockwise and 6 times counterclockwise on one side of the nose, and then reversing the Q-tip rather, and then going 6 times clockwise, 6 times counterclockwise, just inside the nose, about the depth of the Q-tip, the tip of the Q-tip, And it's that simple, and you're good for 12 hours, and it'll kill 99.99% of the germs to keep them from regrowing.
Well, it's incredible. Thank you so much for putting this on our radar because, as I said, I hadn't considered this before. And now it sounds like an important step that we add to our routine of prevention. We appreciate you being with us.
Yeah, you gotta remember the nose, and you gotta remember to break the cycle. Thank you.
That's right. Well, thank you for the great insight. The nose knows, that we can always remember. We appreciate Dr. Singer for the helpful tips, and we'll have a link later today on our website, WTVR.com/VTM, so that you can learn more about prevention, steps to take, and why this is so important. We'll be right back with more Virginia This Morning in just a few minutes.